All right, y'all. I'm gonna voice my opinion on something right now, and I feel like I really gotta voice my opinion on something right now. Ti is sitting here is saying, and this is a different video. This is a totally different video. I'm watching a reaction. Ti is sitting here saying that we as people dressing a certain way, and we have a certain style that everyone wants to wear. Okay, let me say something right now, okay? First and foremost, T.I. is getting into speaking about nobody want to dress like no little white boy from the suburbs, nobody want to dress like that. But let me ask y'all something first. Before any of us, like, think back. Go back to P. Miller, go back to Rockaware, go back to G Unit, go back to Nelly's Apple Bottoms, go back to all that stuff, okay? That was our stuff. And as cool as it was, people were dressing like that. Same ways. Extra LTs, baggy tees, baggy jeans with fitteds and snapbacks. And now we want to wear Gucci hats. We are actually dressing like the people in the suburbs. That's what T.I. doesn't seem to understand. We are actually dressing like them. That's how those people were originally dressing. We were dressing in G Unit clothes, P. Miller clothes, Nelly Apple Bottoms for the girls, stuff like that. And then Nelly's Vocal line for the men. So we as black designers already had our own stuff, and we were already dressing cool enough to where even the little white kid in the suburb wanted to dress like us. Look at the movie Malibu's Most Wanted, y'all. You forget that? Look at the movie Malibu's Most Wanted. It was a comedy movie, but let's not joke around here. There are many little white boys in the neighborhood, from those rich neighborhoods, who want to dress like blacks. Even back then, with our baggy clothes, headbands, bandanas, and suede soft suits. You know what I mean? Those rich white people weren't dressing like that. They were dressing in Gucci and all that stuff before that. You get me? But I'm gonna let you play. I'm gonna let you guys hear the video what T.I. is saying to the reason why I just said what I said.
Did we stop wearing that shit today? That shit tight. Period. Ain't nobody trying to dress like nobody goddamn in the suburbs.
Okay, pause it right there. Let me stop and say something. I'll give T.I. that part. If blacks were stop dressing, it would tank a bit. But here's the thing about it though, eh? We made it hot because we started rapping about it. It wasn't like Gucci wasn't hot prior towards those rich white people prior to before that. It wasn't like that. They was already wearing that. You know what I mean? You have to look at that part. Even though we became the biggest consumers and products of those brands, it wasn't like that always. Remember, Gucci and Versace, these things have been there for many, many years. Way before P. Miller, way before Nelly's Vocal, way before Nelly's Apple Bottoms, way before G Unit brands, way before Rockaware. It was already there. You understand what I'm trying to say? We made it hot, but it doesn't mean that it wasn't already there. Okay? I feel like people are making it seem like Gucci, like black people made Gucci. Okay, we're the biggest consumer of Gucci products, but we did not make Gucci. It was already there. Y'all understand what I'm trying to say? It was already there. Like, it wasn't like that. Gucci just came out 2 years ago and it's supposed to be a high fashion brand. And no, Gucci has been out for almost a century, bro. You know what I mean? Like, do your check. Well, Wikipedia if you don't believe what I'm talking about. Louis Vuitton, Gucci, a lot of those brands been out for almost a century now. You know how long Gucci and Louis Vuitton been making clothes? Way before I was born. I'm born in 1991, and they were making clothes way before 1991. You understand? So you do the math here. Gucci's probably been making clothes longer than T.I.'s been alive. Let's face it here. And these rich white people have been wearing it longer than he's probably been alive. You understand? So with that being said, I can't really 100% agree with T.I. on this. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, we cannot sit up here to ourselves as a people and sit down here and made it seem like we as blacks made the Gucci brand. We did not make the Gucci brand. We're the biggest consumer of the Gucci brand. There's a difference between being a consumer and a maker. Okay? It's just like God and human beings. God can make human beings, but we can only reproduce human beings. We cannot make a human being only by reproducing a human being, which needs two human beings. God can make a human being from his bare hands without having two human beings. So there's a difference between a maker and a consumer. But let the video go on.
Ain't nobody trying to dress like them little white boys, man, who come up out of motherfucking Buckingham Palace. Don't nobody want to dress like that, man. They want to dress like us. They want to dress like us. They want to wear their shoes like us. They want to wear their hats like us. You know what I'm saying? They want to dress like us. We run this shit, period. So if they don't respect us, our culture, our heritage, then why in the fuck are we spending money with them? What going on, Mila? I mean, that's just as real as it gets. And I don't give a fuck how much money you got. I don't give a fuck how cool you think you is, nigga. You are not above the movement. Whoever the fuck you is. You are not above the movement, partner.
Back to this movement now that T.I. is talking about, okay? All right. As he said again, as I'm somewhat reiterating what he said again, you know what I mean? Nobody want to dress like no white boy out there. Like I said, Gucci has been around for many years, and the highest consumer product of Gucci products prior to blacks making it this famous was white. So the joke of it here is, me personally, I would not stop buying Gucci. I don't care, because at the end of the day, you can sit down here and say that, but in reality of a factor here, let's face it, we wanted to dress like the rich white people. We wanted to look like that. Look at Salvatore Ferragamo. For those of you who don't know, Salvatore Ferragamo was originally a Hollywood movie star fashion designer. He used to design clothes for Madonna. He used to design clothes for, I think, what is it? There was an older artist, Frank Sinatra, excuse me. Frank Sinatra, Madonna. Salvatore Ferragamo used to create clothes for these designers, and look at us now as young black people. Everywhere we go, we want a Salvatore Ferragamo belt. Almost every black youth nowadays has a Salvatore Ferragamo belt. And this was being created for Madonna and Frank Sinatra. Do you have any idea how old Madonna is? These are rich white people. Prior before, Frank Sinatra was a singer. Madonna was a singer. Okay? And Salvatore Ferragamo was making clothes for those people before blacks ever started coming aboard buying those kind of clothes. We became the biggest consumer of the clothes, but we did not make the brand. Okay? We never made the brand, right? The brand was already established prior to us going to buy the stuff. Okay? Just like Salvatore Ferragamo. It was already there for the stars and the Hollywood movie actors. We took it upon ourselves as black community. We wanted to dress like the whites. We stopped respecting blacks' clothing, Nelly's Apple Bottoms, P. Miller clothing, G-Unit clothing, Rockaware clothing, Pharrell's clothing. We stopped respecting our own black designers. We stopped. I mean, even Clips, if y'all remember, Clips had came out with prior back then somewhat of a clothing design they were going to come out with, and we didn't support it. We did all these things and never supported it, and now we're blaming them, saying that they're racist. We were almost racist to ourselves. We didn't want to support each other. It's like It's almost like a whirlwind or pool sucking. Another black man trying to bring another black man down. And then we uplifting the white man, saying that he's racist in the end when he comes out with something that we may, as a people, may not have felt that he was right for coming out with. Let's face it. But in reality, are we mad at the designers, or are we mad at ourselves for being foolish enough to give up on our own designers and go elsewhere? We didn't even give ourselves a chance. Taking the rest of the video.
Now you can choose, you know what I'm saying, to sit back, but when you have lines like this that's drawn in the sand, you're gonna have to pick a side. You're gonna have to pick a side. It ain't no gray area here. Either you gonna support the motherfuckers who calling us coons and monkeys, or you gonna stand over here with us and ride so they stop calling us coons and monkeys. Point blank, period. Ain't no other way. And it's real easy, nigga. It ain't like it's a shortage of brains for you to fuck with. It ain't like, you know what I'm saying, well, they the only ones that, nah, man, it's a bunch of fly shit, man. You drip everywhere, man. It drip everywhere. Right now, man, they're more independent luxury designer brands this harder than ever before. These motherfuckers just as hard as anybody else out there, bro. And I'm just sick of sitting back, man, just watching this shit happen over and 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 over again, man. I'm talking about from Waffle House. You know what I'm saying? Waffle House, they motherfucking go choke slam little boys on their prom date. They go and goddamn roll around with a young lady, pulling her skirt up, damn near, you know what I'm saying, got all her business out and lock her up, treat her like she done did something so wrong just because she asked for some cutlery. You dig what I'm saying? Hey, look, man, every time y'all go and spend y'all money, man, knowing y'all ain't got it, we make the least amount of money but spend the most. Therefore, that means you make a sacrifice.
We spend the least amount of money and they make the most. Why is that? You're spending hundreds and hundreds of thousands of dollars in the store for clothes that only cost about maybe $5 to make. Who's the real winner here? Ask yourself that. Honestly, my whole idea is that be more open to upcoming designers. Give everyone a chance. We already know established brands like Gucci, Louis Vuitton, and stuff like that. But I'm just saying, if you see someone willing to, especially as a young black person, willing to try, it doesn't have to be black or any color of skin. But if you see someone willing to try as a good designer, give them a chance. You know what I mean? Because everyone deserves a chance, right? I'm pretty sure that's how Gucci and all those other brands started off, and people never gave up on them. Their customers kept coming back. So I just want you guys to take that in. You know, I'm not gonna play the full video because y'all can go watch that and stuff, but I'm just voicing my opinion on how I feel and what I feel really felt. You know, like this video, comment, let me know how you guys feel. Tell me everything, the dark, dirtiest detail on how you feel. Don't hold back. Let me know. Like I said, comment, subscribe. Y'all take care.